Hey, this is Sharita and I. Hope everybody's been doing well. I haven't been on here in a minute because I had some things I had to tend to, like black women do. And I'm a black woman. And you know what? We are the most educated demographic in America because that's what I did. I went back to school pursuing my law degree. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're not just all sitting around walking around in bonnets. Okay, but that'll be another video. That'll be the next video about this bonnet mess. Anyway, I want to make a reaction video to this situation that's been going on with Cynthia G. Do you know that this poor woman has been getting death threats over bull? Like, who's threatening her? Over a live stream that she did, and a white guy called in and gave his opinion about the so-called black community. And I say so-called because we don't have a community. We live in wastelands like Mad Max under the Thunderdome. That's how we live, right? What do we call them ourselves? Hood. We don't say neighborhoods, we say hoods. Well, I'm from Chicago. So, who is creating the situations that's going on, right? It's not black women that's creating the situation that's going on. It's not black girls that's creating the situations that's happening. To Cynthia G's points, black women aren't making themselves single mothers, right? Let's see. Black women aren't committing DV against themselves, right? No, I don't think so. So, in this video, this white man gave his opinion. Now, some black people are trying to say, men and women, and I really don't get these women because, well, let me digress. I think I do get the women to a degree. The women's issues is that when they hear, hold on, when they hear criticism of black men, they feel criticized. However, when black men feel criticism of black women, they don't feel criticized. When white women are talking about black women, black men don't care. They don't defend us. They never have. Black men have been talking about black women like dogs since about 1988, 89 with NWA. We watched Surviving Compton, Michelle A's story about how she got caught up between Dre and Suge Knight and how that turned out. Christmas Eve night, I watched my neighbor be beat up by her boyfriend, a black man, right? She called the police. He went back into the house. She went to the hospital. She came home. He beat her up again, 6 a.m. Now it's Christmas Day in a t-shirt and her panties. So what is this drama about black men are so beautiful? Please. And Cynthia says all the time she's not talking about all black men. First of all, what is this madness that's going on with these men channels talking about anecdotal evidence? Okay, look here. So I can talk about my experiences. I can talk about my girlfriend's experiences. I can talk about my grandmother's experiences, my great grandmother's experiences. And they want to say that's anecdotal evidence. Okay, so at what point does it becomes a case study, right? Because now if we get so many people saying that they're experiencing the same thing from the same demographic, that's no longer anecdotal. That's a case study, right? That becomes statistics. So that's stupid. Let's address this whole thing about black women dying alone. First of all, we were all born alone and we're going to all die alone. And since most men are older than their women and tear their bodies up, yeah, you're going to die before her. So that's a whole misnomer. A lot of this just comes back to black male ego and the fact that they want to be coddled. And we're not your mama, right? And we coddled you for the first, well, since we've been here, we've been coddling you. We coddled you on the plantation, and we're tired. We don't want to coddle you anymore. Number one and number two, that has to be understood. If we want to keep going way back to slavery and talking about epigenetics, okay, fine, I can deal with that. But when we're going to move past slavery, okay, that'll be in the next video too, because this is getting to the height of the ridiculousness. So anyway, go back to this reaction. So people are saying that she should not have allowed a white man to talk about a black man. Okay, maybe that would be fine if black men wasn't sitting up talking about black women all day with non-black people. You do it every day, all day, and it's all good. Well, what they say, ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. So now that black women are taking up for themselves, now it's a problem. He said he is not, as a white man, he is not intimidated by black men. And they're not. Why would they be intimidated by you? They drug you over here as a child, kicking and screaming, and put you in chains. And let's stop this whole idea about slavery, that they brought 30 and 40-year-old people to America. Stop. That's a lie. If you read Abina and the Important Men, it talks about how children were brought or shipped around the world in the triangular slave trade. Go read on Equiano. He was taken at, I believe, he was 8 or 9, between 8 and 10 years old. His sister was 12, from what's now called modern, I think, Zimbabwe. But read up on Equiano. They took children. You have to be a complete fool to think that people will take 20, 30, 40-year-old people. 20 was old for a slave. That was old. And so this goes into the pathology of what's going on with us, is that those young black males that were made slaves didn't get a chance to go through African spiritual rites of passage. They were children between the ages of about 8 and 15. And did you know that about over 70% of the slaves were girls? Right, that part. No, I bet you didn't know that. But I'm a history major going to law school, so I know. Black women are the most educated in this country. If you look at the statistics, that one young YouTuber, he pulled up and then tried to justify something and say it's not true. Black women are not outpacing white men. Just look around at work. If you do work, look around at work. I know a lot of truck drivers. Who's working? Who do you see out here working? You see white males and black women, right? In all sectors. Most Americans don't go to college, or if they do go to college, they don't finish. The statistics said, I think it was from the Bureau of Justice, right? Because I have that statistic too. I have to put it in the next video. It says that females are outpacing males in all ethnic categories in America. More white females are going to college than white males. More black females are going to college than black males. And it also says that more black females are attending college than white females. So why is this woman, Cynthia G, getting death threats? What punk, what mammy is giving this woman death threats in a country where you have freedom of speech? Oh, because she wasn't supposed to allow a white man to give his opinion on her show to what he thinks? No, you needed to hear it. Maybe it would be a stark wake-up call for the black man. But no, it had the total opposite effect. You didn't wake up. You didn't hear what he had to say. You didn't look at yourself and say, well, damn, are we that fucked up as black men? What can I do to make things better? We all have bills to pay. I get it. I understand that you have things to do in your life. However, can you start a mentorship? Can you start a mentor program? Can you go to, well, see, I'm in Chicago. Can you go to the Greater Chicago Food Depository? Can you get a 501c3, a 501c4? Start a club. You don't have to have a religious organization. You can start a club. You can take in donations. You can give out food. You can give out clothes. You can have after school programs. It's a lot of things that we can all do. And if black men are so upset about their image, then change it. Do something to change it. But let me tell you what I see. What I see is that young black women don't have a lot to choose from. Not that the older ones do either. But really, young black women don't have a lot to choose from. Who? Guys who are 5'9" to 6 feet and look like they weigh 110 pounds? Soaking wet? Taking lean every day? And popping pills? The girls are bigger than the boys now. And this is who you want us to praise. This is who you want us to hold up. No, this is the age of Aquarius. And the veil is down. And sheets are being pulled back. And the curtains are being pulled back. We don't live in a black community. We live in a wasteland. You should leave Cynthia G alone. Set her to the side. And black men go debate white men. And then when you see your reflection in somebody else's eyes, you can clean yourself up. Yes, we know that the white man has been all over the world pillaging. He knows that. Nobody cares. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it is about food, clothes, and shelter. You got to get up and get it. He got up and got it. And you may not like the way he got it, but he did. It's here. It's what happened. Right? Because black people, we just want to pray. We want to pray our adversity away. Well, please don't beat me. Please don't kill me. Please don't shoot. Well, that doesn't work. You know, Napoleon asked Sir Isaac Newton something. He wanted to go invade Egypt. And he asked Sir Isaac Newton, had he seen God while he was studying astronomy? And Isaac Newton said no. And 2 weeks later, Napoleon marched into Egypt and blew the faces off the Sphinx. So, and did God show up? No. So we have to stop this. And what's going on now, all I see is a resurgence of patriarchy, black patriarchy, rearing its ugly head to try to browbeat women into submission. And it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And you got a couple of mammies going along with it. Okay, fine. Go along with it. Keep being a pick-me girl. And see how being a pick-me girl, what that will get you. Because I'm watching black males beat up black women every day. If I don't see it, I have one of my female friends calling me who saw it. Black man pulled his girlfriend out the car on 79th and Dorchester in Chicago in the middle of traffic. She could have been hit by a car and killed. I'm sitting behind my friend's building waiting for my friend to come out. Young black girl, like in her early 20s. In the car with her boyfriend. He is wearing her out. Trying to take her cell phone and break it. I didn't really want to get involved. But I just couldn't sit there and let that go on. So I rolled down my window. I picked up my cell phone. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I'll give you a ride home. Then he jumps in and interjects. I didn't ask him to say a thing. Oh, she doesn't live around here. That's not the point. I said, ma'am, I'll give you a ride anywhere you need to go. We need Cynthia G. Thank you, Cynthia G, for educating all of us black women for bringing more things to the light about what's going on. You don't have to divest. You don't have to date a man of a different race. You can be alone and be happy. Or you can date outside your race. Chris Rock told us what was that, the late 90s, early 2000s? Black women, keep your options open because black men have their options open. When was the last time black men were loyal to us? When he wasn't running around with Becky and Karen and Susan, give me a break, and talking about how deplorable we are in every song. Man, wait a minute. Maybe I need to check my birth certificate. Did my mother name me, bitch? Maybe my name is not Cherie Denai. Maybe it's bitch. Because that's what black men seem to call us. Bitch. So I say this. You know, Cynthia, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. Stay safe. Keep your family safe. And to hell with the haters. And I'm out.